The first one is an Antonov Flight 12BK with registration number CVK 7037. Now, this flight essentially is a cargo plane which arrived on the 12th of March 2025. Now, the purpose for arriving in Ghana was what we call a technical stop.
Whatever this video is, I will prove to you is a video scene, is a movie scene. This plane is not the CVK 7037.
I don't understand that.
This is another Kavok Air, which is currently in Ghana, and which they carried, it's all staged.
I don't understand.
Felix Kwakye Ofosu lied.
Okay.
And he did told us on his, that explainer he gave, that if there was any evidence contradicting what he put out, he'll resign.
Okay.
I'm saying that this is the time for Felix Kwakye Ofosu to consider resigning because he lied.
Honorable Kwakye Ofosu, wankan kware. Na otimi se bribi wo ne asini mu. Na esiden na political party yato abamma na India bosoma na mpo bosoma bisa pe. Na wobobo ntokuru wa mamu sa. Na koke hu nsem eyinsem na ama GDB eni amamu ni mu. Nanso what about now resetting into yenim say the genesis of the resetting and say the revelation of the resetting and no necessarily Ghana for in the TFO ibisa. Me TFO ni ahwefo akwaba ede ba Koda Media TV so samiri edini ye kachire eja ya wodi asempa dwumedi awato ndi nchirichiri mu ena merebre TFO ni ahwefo impria matrangwe mu mesre se efi ana na edika orba so na wa subscribe to the Koda Media TV na dwumedi nkoso no wa like na abusia phone so ewa chiri no enye bi etie beye na watwi ni na oloprimbi ho asem ni cocaine sembi oloprimbi efi wose kurubi ewo Spain na wofra Gran Canary na ebedu omem ha na ebedu omem ha no sembi sisi edu miribi no kura na airport kuroni nyina esumu awama light of ha uhwe enti na nipa bi susu se miribi koso na fe Ghana for bisa se olupiri den wo beye information ayensa come from presidency yenua Kwakye Ofosu a ohwe amaneboso wo ofikasi mu dikire se olupiri ni bi wo ho a one time pai wo wim yo na olupiri ni pai wo wim sa no a na eseso nya by first landing na what the tiny bishe meaning say also where kaya we use spare passer and as we use spare tire inti what's a wombe see from sano na it say woma olopri fufuro and this tire pie bifibe kuru fufuro bi so ahometo na obana obehye na yina honorable Reverend Intifojo oye MP wo asen South orika ho asem se dabi sa na dwumanda asem ide mentiase nenti se yenim doko na abin kura doko na ne to ahye nso eno so yehu se abin ana na press conference aye yenua Kwakye Ofosu ye ana centuries for shia won ni nsema ode toto fam ni nyina akire se enye boni binti na roperi no oba ha na enye boni bidia ha oba ko bidi na enum na baby okan se oloperi no figa na oreko no wanko ho biu na ofi nkran na oreko kumase na oye lord na so wedu suhum na so wotaya pai na so wonya tai ne bia sha o san ko zamanka sia na ye kumase na obetu asako edi ankobasa inti na twetwe so kakra inti obani ahiagba na oye former deputy general secretary for MPP odin sembi betugwa nkwana yenkuti somebody or the tugwa ansana yako onabo intifodwo denso.
Felix told us that flight was here and was resting and therefore would go back to where it was going. That flight from Gran Canaria came back to Ghana, went back from Ghana to the same place.
Okay.
But Felix said the flight was just going through, it needed rest, and then it came here. So the point is that from Gran Canaria Island to Ghana, from Ghana back to that destination, what did he come here to do? Felix said he came here for crew rest, but that's not the case.
Okay.
Because you cannot just take your plane from your house, come here and rest and go back to your house. You either come here to work on Good Morning Ghana to represent your party and government and conduct yourself well, or you don't come here at all.
Okay.
So when you come here
let me
and you lie to us that you came here to rest,
Yes.
when you actually came here to do propaganda, that is cause for an inquiry. So the point I'm making quite simply is that Felix Kwakye Ofosu lied.
Okay.
And he did told us on his that explainer he gave that if there was any evidence contradicting what he put out, he'll resign.
Okay.
I'm saying that this is the time for Felix Kwakye Ofosu to consider resigning because he lied.
Onabo ahiyagba nsemi nyina kire se onabo Kwakye Ofosu wanka no kware na wotimi se bribi wo ne asini mu na asiden na political party ya to aba mawo na India bosuma na mpo bosuma bisa pe na wobobo ntokuro wa mamu misa na koke hu nsem eyinsem na ama GDB eni amamu ni mu nanso what about now say resetting into yenim say the genesis of the resetting and now say the revelation of the resetting and no necessarily ganafo in yetifo ibisa na what you say opani intifodwo ana onabo intifodwo reverend otwa atoro we twa atoro kasepa atugana foso anas we twa atoro to NDC foso na wakriti fear and panic inti bosirimka akase bia okan ya so peso ditia NDC aban na NDC aban ho nya akono woni panim na nsema yeken ya kan ma amanonefo nyina abam se oba be yen hwehwemu se aeroplane na oba no na ebi ambulance all pray ambulance na mini ifunuku a wodi fie bruchire bai inti ama international world anya interest wo nsɛm asiri mu ne wode ho ahyɛ mu a ɔyɛ nhwehwem na ɔpani intifodwo call adom ɔkyere program so na ɔkyerɛ nsɛm bi mu na no na me ba bɛbɔ na mahwɛ olo prebi antu keke olo prebi obetu bia no ɔfa kokɔ na ni kyerɛ fa kokɔ mpanyin sɛ nkwanten ni soro nti wonyina soro nni nkomo nti utua se Nigeria na okwa na okwa Nigeria se mfumusu ne beba na obegina obeni na Togo a uwie pe na watua so na okọ Nigeria na munye se utua so uwie ne obeya ma wono problem wo solve uwie no na o se na do woni a kire Burkina Faso eno na ma se nchirimu a ereba no eya ma onabo ntifodwo kasa okan no ana navigation ohye no na akwakoye se bia ni ho a obehu owusiu a ogye ni ho no kware bi eya abansem ni mu esanse wo hwe the itinerary of the aircraft no na se no si kyerɛkyerɛ no wo kasafiri no so ana kasamfoni no so na etasum yi papa intimi nsamre no yenko ne yenkonkɔhwɛ onabo ntifodwo nchirimo de man ganafo ewo Poladum or show no so good evening. Na screen kese see ho na ultimate track the movement of all the aircraft no ultimate track one movement no na ultimate say sebi nimudia no ewo ho na wanya saa adwuni na mo se nipa ikokohia wo dwumedi bi ho a na enguase na ebeto nda ne onabo ntifodwo ono the man of the moment wachire say na dwuru mu do we suanwa nwoma kwachi na onim ni ore council na chese wo hwane nsam na esisi so na chese nyatro na already inti yankone nkonkotie ana yankɔhwɛ ne esi.
Yes, they are the other one. That's the one I like. It's a big, nice plane, orange and blue.
Absolutely. But I want us to hear from Felix what he said about Kavok.
About Kavok. Let's hear what Felix Kwakye said about the second set of play. The Kavak, is that what it's called?
Kavok Air. Antonov.
Kavok Air Antonov. Let's hear what he said
about
it.
The CVK 7037. But let us hear the voice of.
Let's hear what he said about it.
The first one is an Antonov flight 12BK with registration number CVK 7037. Now this flight essentially is a cargo plane which arrived on the 12th of March 2025. Now the purpose for arriving in Ghana was what we call a technical stop. Essentially, this is a cargo flight that was destined for the European Union market. And European Union regulations dictate that some specific regulatory requirements be met before any plane of that sort can enter the EU. Now, this plane originated from Luanda in Angola. It was loaded with oil drill equipment and lubricant oil, which were contained in jerrycans. It was headed for the EU market. Now, Luanda does not have the certification to carry out the sort of requirements that this plane had to meet before entering the EU market. The Swiss cargo facility at the Kodoka International Airport has that certification, and they can do that kind of scanning.
Okay, so what's your dispute on that?
So, whatever this video is, I will prove to you is a video scene, is a movie scene. This plane is not the CVK 7037.
I don't understand that.
This is another Kavok Air, which is currently in Ghana, and which they carried. It's all staged.
I don't understand it.
It is all staged because
the aircraft that we saw,
yes,
which has purportedly departed from Ghana.
It's not.
It hasn't departed.
No.
It's here.
The 7037 he's talking about, it never even came here at all. So which video is this?
No, what are you saying?
For the past 3 months, there has been no activity on the so-called 7037.
How do we know that?
So let's check.
Okay, put it in. That's it. They put it in. Okay. Let's go to the.
So according to Kwakye Ofosu, this Kavok Air 70 CVK 7037 arrived, according to him, they arrived on 12th March.
12th of March, yes.
So let's check activity. Show flight between 12th of March and purportedly leaving 25th March. Okay. Let us show.
Okay, so let's do that. So that's a calendar.
Yes.
So they go to 12th of March, correct? Yes. Okay, and then they go to
purportedly departing 25th March.
25th of March.
And see if you see any activity on it.
Okay, so let's see. Clicks. What does it say?
And viewers, you can come along with us. Yeah, try it also.
Yeah, viewers are looking at it. So what does it say? Where's the information?
No history data in the last 3 months.
Can viewers read this, producer? No history data searched last 3 months. That is the number of the plane.
Absolutely.
No history data.
Yes.
So why do you say it's in Ghana if there's no history data?
So there's another type of this currently in Ghana. Yes, there's another type. This 7037 hasn't been in Ghana.
Maybe he got the number wrong. Maybe
No.
If it's the same type of plane, but they got the number wrong.
But it says that there were 2 planes. One came, developed fault.
Yes.
And another had to come.
Yes, precisely.
And bring parts.
So which one are we searching? The one that came or the one that had to come?
So the one that, both of them, this first one that he said came and they didn't have certification. And,
yes.
and so
needed certification to go to. He came from Angola.
Angola didn't have certification there and had to go to come to Ghana before it gets the certification to Europe.
But whilst was in Ghana, developed the fault.
And whilst in Ghana developed the fault, there are 2 falsehoods I must dispel. The first one is that it never came to Ghana because there's no history on it. The last 3 months, the last scene of this flight is December 18th, 2024. That was the last activity.
Yeah, when you're saying Chirimuno, na Odia Toto, Onabo, Kwakye Ofosu statement of Meki, and the senior Sika Saifa, engineers or Kofa once one on Besha type, na Uluprinam Yum na Netan Kumporin, na Oi Resoso, na Mehunia, pilot on it, plane no who said no air and so, meaning say, your system be a timid detective say, why you're so na se okopa baby na usina oyere no se botu na lusua womiam na osande oye fufukum sana na yenua Kwakye Ofosu ka nso wo hwese ne a ona mu ntifo jo si kire ne nsem na tracking system no de beto ho na asɛm no ɛyɛ no kware nti yɛbɛhwɛ bia nsunsuande brode ɛhono ɛbɛfa esan sɛ no kware bi yaba asɛm no mu na nkɔ na awie no ne yɛhuni a ɔka no kware ɛwɔ nia asi ho Koda Media TV so ni mede nsɛm nkyeremu na mede bere atiefo ne ahwɛfo ti ne besia